We got topics everywhere. Let's start first of all with that headline. I do believe this is going to be a shootout. These teams have gotten here because they've earned it here, and it wasn't easy here. You do recall early Kansas City, all those turnovers. They did not look like the franchise that we had come to expect under Andy Reid. We had San Francisco with a blazing start, and they hit a wall. 3 really ugly losses in a row at midseason. But here's a Chiefs team that solved its problems, Chiefs team that stopped turning the football over. They won in Buffalo. They won in Baltimore. They did beat up Miami. They wiped out a 3-3 stretch at the end of the regular season because at the most important time of the year, they reverted back to vintage Kansas City Chiefs football. Niners have won 9 of their last 10. Now, I don't count the last game of the season where they sat everybody, but 9-1, finishing strong. Now, we'll tell you, mid-season, people's eyes were open when they weren't doing very well, but they hit the finish line sprinting. 7-2 on the road, and then the come-from-behind wins at the most important time of the year against Green Bay and against Detroit. So, did you think Kansas City, Frisco would be the ones that would get here? Is there somebody else that you thought might have gotten here? Because we did have a whole bunch of teams in a quadrant by themselves that were really exceptional, and a whole bunch of them didn't get here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not so much surprised about the Niners because they've been dominant all year, but Kansas City got off to a weird start where I was thinking, okay, maybe the tide is turning. Maybe this is Lamar Jackson's era. Maybe the Bills finally break through. So the Chiefs getting here surprised me, but then in a weird way, it doesn't surprise me, right?
The biggest shocker, Philadelphia going in reverse gear. The collapse of the season. Last we checked, a year ago this weekend, we were talking about them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, we thought the Eagles were going to be better. We thought the Cowboys were going to be better. We had no idea the Lions were going to be this good. And in the AFC, I think, the Bengals disappointed us. They had a lot of injuries to Joe Burrow. So, yeah, there are a lot of unexpected things that happened this year. But we got to see some teams in the playoffs that have never been there before, like the Texans.
On we go. We got a lot of topics to talk about.